more exciting, and things all wind up on Saturday night when we get to those junior and senior elite classes. Just 4 main events there, but it's going to be a full day of racing for those riders to win the actual BMX World Championships, don those World Championship jerseys. And Mariana Pajon, Joris Daudet, they definitely do not want to give those up in the elite classes. We have some new, younger junior riders that are looking to make their way through. So we'll see how things pan out later in the week. But right now, it's going to be all about these challenge boys when we kick things off with the 13-year-old boys getting ready for their main event. Exciting racing. The gates pulled up, so that means the riders are making their way up to the hill, and we're going to be on track just shortly with the who's who in the 13-year-old boys class. International field, we have riders from Australia, of course, United States of America, Colombia, New Zealand, Belgium, Colombia, and Australia. So it's going to be great. And here we go with that main event #1 in 13 challenge boys. We have last year's number 2, 3, and 4 world rank riders. So it's going to be interesting. So Janon Rato, Valentino Edzilio, Miguel Ramos, Capria Kawaya, Alex Memerantz, Seppi Lauren, Santiago Moreno, and Jordan Sharp. Those are your 8 riders looking to replace their numbers that they currently ride now with the new World Challenge #1. We'll see how things kick off as we get ready for today's first main event here in Rock Hill at the 2017 BMX World Challenge.
On your 23 bike out of Australia.
So we'll get another hot and humid day, Brooke. It's got to take their toll on these riders, but these boys, as they get ready on their pedals, they look like they're ready for today's main event.
Yeah, it is super hot out here. I don't know if you guys aren't out here. It's pretty insane, the humidity. So you got to give these riders props. They've been out here all morning long, fighting the heat, trying to stay cool. It's not easy being fully kitted like that. Helmet, goggles, pads are underneath all those jerseys and pants, and it's not very cool down there.
Well, what's going to be cool if one of these riders can come across the line in first and down and have that World Challenge #1 plate. Here we go with the gate called for the start of the 13-year-old boys here in Rock Hill, South Carolina for the 2017 BMX World Challenge Championship. So it looks like from the middle of the pack, it's going to be, from the outside and the inside, it's going to be the 2 Australians that are making their way to the front. Looks like Jordan Sharp right now has that lead going into turn #1. He has one of the Colombians, I think it's Santiago Moreno, in second behind him. And what a huge lead right now that Jordan Sharp has over the rest of this group. So we have Australia, Colombia, United States of America, 1, 2, 3. Colombia in that 4th place. Unfortunately, right there, the American goes for a line. But coming to that line, it's going to be Gian Rialto from Australia. Good battle for second, so it's going to be Australia, and the 2 Colombians, second and third for the overall today in the challenge class for 13 boys. Brooke, you see that maybe desperation move from the rider from the United States of America in third. Tried to go in, swoop for the lead. Looks like he was a little bit too far behind, and unfortunately, he slid out in that last turn.
All right, 14 challenge boys. Let's introduce you to the players in this
So
one.
next up, we have the 14 challenge boys in the gate here in Rock Hill. And we have last year's world #1 from Great Britain. That's going to be Luke Shriver, Jack Kelly, Cooper Morito, Henry Chudzik, Marco Rodelli, Dylan Wood, Cole Zolfit, and Hugo Flute. Those are your riders in today's 14-year-old boys challenge main event. Luke Shriver, one of those fast riders from Great Britain, definitely looking to continue and carry on that plate. But the hungry riders from New Zealand, United States, Italy, Canada, France, they all want to make things interesting once that gate drops. Who will be able to get that whole shot, carry the lead into the turn, and eventually make their way across the line? We'll find out in just a few moments here for the start of the 14-year-old boys challenge class in Rock Hill.
On your defending world #3 bike out of New Zealand, one of the Kiwis, Cooper Moreno.
So you see Cooper Morito right there from New Zealand in gate 2. All next to #1 in gate #1, Luke Shriver. So let's see how things work out as we get ready to drop the gate here for the 14 challenge boys class.